Hey y'all, it's Charli. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you're new here, like I said, my name is Charli and I am a Boston-based flight attendant. Now, I know my energy is a little down right now, but that is because I'm a little down right now. I am so tired. I am burnt out. I do not want to go to work. I don't want to do this. When my alarm went off to go to work, I literally sat there and cried. Like, y'all, I do not want to work this 3-day trip. But I'm on probation, so I felt like I couldn't call out. And I don't feel sick, I just don't feel good. And I think it's just because I'm so fatigued, I'm so tired. I worked a 22 credit hour 3-day. And if you're like a flight attendant, you know 3 days are usually like 16 credit hours, especially here in Boston. I got escalated to flight leader, and I was so excited to do this vlog because last time I vlogged being flight leader, I told you how much I hated it. I've been flight leader again since then that I didn't vlog, and I hated it even more. Like, I just don't want to go to work. I feel so tired and burnt out and emotional, and like I'm about to cry just thinking about the idea that I have to pretend to be happy and smile in these people's faces and make them love my airline when right now I just want to curl up in my bed and cry and go to sleep. Here's the flight information for today. The only reason why I am still vlogging, even though I'm exhausted and tired and I know it's not like full of energy, is because, as y'all know on my channel, I try to show the goods and bad, the ups and the downs of being a flight attendant. I'm hitting a wall. So I'm trying to think of it like how to get through this trip. How am I gonna get through this trip? I'm off all next week just because I have military stuff to do, so I'm still gonna be working. I just won't be working as a flight attendant. But I've never been this exhausted in my whole entire life. Not working in the hospital, not working on a COVID unit during COVID-19, not working through nursing school, not in the military, none of it. I've never been this exhausted. Of course I'd be flight lead on the day where I feel like this, but we're here now. So let's go to work. Okay, while I'm still packing up my bag, I just wanted to say I did consider calling out of this trip, but when you're on probation, you kind of feel like you're not allowed to. And I could just call out and say that I'm sick, but I don't think I'd morally feel okay with that. I could call out fatigue, but I don't want to do that while I'm on probation. I'm about to walk to the bus station. I'm gonna listen to some pump up music. I'm trying to get excited. I'm gonna show y'all all the things that I have to do as flight leader, or I'm gonna be able to talk about it. I wish that I was able to like show y'all all the things that I'm doing, but if you want to see more insight on it, definitely follow me on Instagram. I post on my Instagram stories every single day, and I put basically mini vlogs on there, vlogs that I'm not allowed to show y'all on here. I usually put them on my Instagram stories. So make sure you follow me on Instagram. Let's get this over with. Okay, so I'm walking to the crew room. There's some things that I need to grab because when you're flight lead, there's certain papers that you need, things you need to fill out, and just some essentials I like to have on me, and I'll make sure I tell you all what all of those are as soon as I grab them. Okay, so now that I have my essentials, now I will go to the gate. Now is also when I start checking my flight load, and we have a completely full flight with 2 UMs, lots of customer recognitions, and 1 deadheader. So very, very busy flight, and I have a meal. I wish I could show y'all everything. I just hate that I can't. So what I was saying, we have about 2 more months until I can show y'all a little bit more. So basically, New Year's is gonna be my 6-month anniversary. You guys, this might just be my favorite hotel yet. Let's go ahead and do a tour. I already checked the room for bugs and thugs. I'm so excited to show you how cute it is. This is what you see when you first walk in. It has its own little foyer. Let's go into the bathroom. How beautiful is this? And then it has the shutters, a view, beautiful shower. And look at it, you guys. Look at all these windows. I might just like this more than the hotel in Charlotte. I can't decide. They're really close though. 2 big old comfy beds, armoire, and our coffee and fridge. Also, look at this wallpaper. It's a map of El Paso, and it's like fabric. There's a couple out there slow dancing. Cute. So my first leg from Boston to Atlanta went so good, you guys. I'm just so happy. I still hate being flight lead, but I am glad that I ended up working this flight. It's good money, especially now that I'm getting extra pay for being flight lead, and the crew's good and they were helping me out. And I had my new hire mentor. He actually came to the gate because he like knows how nervous I would be, you know. Like, anytime a person's escalated, we're super duper nervous, and so for my company to send someone out to like help me at the beginning, make sure I know what I'm doing. He said he was gonna stay through the whole boarding thing, but like he listened to the briefing that I gave the crew and watched me like start setting things up, and he was like, you have this, I don't know why you're so worried. And honestly, it went perfectly, you guys. I had some help from a jump seater as well. My jump seater just came back from Amsterdam and he didn't want to go to sleep, so he was like, please let me help you. But honestly, like he said that I did great, and like he could not tell that that was my second or third time really doing a full service flight. So you guys, it worked out. I still hate being flight leader, but it worked out. So then we had a 3-hour sit in Atlanta. That was torturous. I hate doing sits, but y'all know I was tired. So I chilled in the crew room, I ate, and I took a, not really a nap, but I rested my eyes. And on this last flight from Atlanta to El Paso, so much turbulence, you guys. It was crazy. We really, I don't think they even did a service in the back. I think they just did water and coffee walks because it was just such bad turbulence. Since it was a later flight, I didn't actually have full meals, like hot meals. I just had the cold boxes, like a chicken salad sandwich, a chicken salad, and a Nutri-Grain bowl type situation. So yeah, but the turbulence was bad. It was the worst turbulence I think that I have ever had without like getting diverted because it was bad weather and the plane couldn't handle anymore. Like I think we were almost at that point where we're like, okay, we're gonna have to turn around, but we were already too deep into it. And I was in the front and it was that bad. So imagine how bad the turbulence had to be in the back with like all of my girls back there. I bet they were jumping around like popcorn. Speaking of my girls, I'm actually about to go out for dinner. I only brought one outfit with me because y'all know I did not plan on going out at all, but the crew's young and cute and happy. I'm trying to be a more friendly person in general and stop being like my anxious detached self. I'm trying to be like my actual authentic, I'm trying to be my actual real self at work, not just at home with my friends. I'm trying to be like that with all my co-workers too, so they can see my real personality. So yeah, I'm excited. Let's go get some good food. Good morning from El Paso, Texas.
Why are you going back and forth? I can't keep up with your mood swings. What is troubling your mind? Are you doing this just to test?
Okay, you guys, it is time for day 2. We have 2 legs today. We're going from here in El Paso back to Atlanta, and then we're going from Atlanta to Philly, which is one of my favorite US cities. Unfortunately, we are going to be landing there pretty late, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to go out for dinner tonight. The crew might want to go out, but I don't think I'm going to go out with them. But I am going to go out tomorrow morning. I am definitely going to go out tomorrow morning. But I'm excited for this flight. I am slowly getting to the groove of being a flight leader. Hopefully today goes awesome. This flight's going to be a lot different from last night because I actually will have to do a full like hot meal. Hopefully it goes smooth just like yesterday did. I'm excited. I still don't like being flight leader. I don't want y'all to get this mixed up. I hate it still, but I feel more confident in doing it. Also, I have a really amazing crew. They haven't been flight attendants before. They don't fly that much. They're all fairly new, like 2 months, 1 month in, and then one girl who graduated with me. But they're happy and fun and exciting, and that makes it like, and they're willing to help, and that's what makes it a really good crew. Let's go. Okay, you guys, this was us just walking around the airport because we actually had a aborted takeoff. But don't worry, after we finally got some snacks and got our plane issue figured out, we finally got into the air. So I had a lady doing coke in the bathroom. But before we get to that, so we worked a flight from El Paso to Atlanta. Flight was severely delayed. Like as soon as we started to actually take off, we stopped, and the captain called me because I'm flight lead and told me, hey, we're going back to the gate. And I was like, okay. And he was like, yeah, we have a fuel issue. And I was like, okay, cool, we need gas, no big deal. Our fuel pump failed, and that's not a no-go item because there's multiple fuel pumps on a plane, but we had to go back because we had to get them to pretty much say that it's okay. And the mechanic who has the right to like sign off on it wasn't there. So we had to deplane. We had to get everybody off the plane. They had to take all their stuff with them. And then like we waited maybe 45 minutes and got everybody back on there. So it wasn't that bad, but pretty much everyone missed their connecting flight in Atlanta, including us flight attendants. So I was supposed to be in Philly. I am now in Albany, New York. Now y'all, I was so excited to go to Philly. I've been talking about this forever. I bid for Philly for this month. I got 2 Phillies awarded on my schedule, and I didn't end up working either one of them. One of them I swapped out of it because I knew I had a Philly today, and then this one I got rerouted. So yeah, sucks. So yeah, reroutes and doing coke. Lady in first class just on the ski slopes, I guess. She was acting weird when she boarded. Or when the person went in the bathroom after her, he said that there was remnants, I think that was the word he used. She didn't clean up all the way after herself. I'm not even sure. Anyway, she was acting weird, but she was acting like normal enough to be on the plane. Plus we were already in the air. But ultimately, today has been a very, very, very weird day. All of our flights were so delayed. We were running to the gate. We were so late for this flight, we thought we weren't going to be able to work it at all, even the one coming to Albany after we got rerouted. They held it for us because they didn't have any more standbys that could work the flight for us. So our passengers were really grateful when we finally got there because apparently they had been waiting for hours. And then I guess the gate agent told them about why we were late, so they understood why we were late. Also for my crew, we didn't eat. I haven't ate anything today other than some popcorn that I got in the terminal. It is like 1 in the morning. I will talk to y'all more in the morning. I need to shower and eat and go to bed. Okay, you guys, please ignore my hair and my appearance. I'm trying to hurry up and get out the door. Today, I have 2 flights. Here's the flights right here. And on the first flight, we actually have OE students, which is really, really exciting because I know I have a lot of subbies that are in training for my airline right now. So I hope one of you guys is on my flight. Also, that means I don't have to do anything because they're going to be doing most of the work. Exciting. And on my second flight, I'm doing absolutely nothing because it's a deadhead. All right, let's go. Hey guys, so this is the next day. I just wanted to close out this vlog, but before I do, there's some stuff I wanted to talk about. I don't know, I'm a little down today just because I'm exhausted from that trip. But as y'all know, I had 2 legs yesterday. I did Albany to Atlanta, which was really fun because we had OE students, which means they are doing their training flights to become flight attendants. I think that means they're in week 4 of my airlines training. But yeah, it was so much fun having them. And I think that one of the guys was a subscriber. He did not say that he was a subby, but he was in the back. I was lead, so I was in the front, and the girl who was with us was actually in front. And she said that when I was walking that way, he said, here's Charlie. And she asked me why, how did he know me? Did I know him? And I was like, no, but I knew that's what she was referring to. So I'm assuming he knows me from YouTube, if that's like, if he said here's Charlie like that. So if you're watching, thank you so much for watching my videos. I wish you would have told me that when you were in person, but it's totally fine. So that was really, really fun, and they learned a lot. She told me that I was really good at it after I told her that I wanted to be an evaluator. She was like, yeah, you should, because you're like really helpful. That I was willing to answer her questions and everything, and I was trying to do a good balance of her watching me versus her trying it herself. So yeah, loved that. The next flight, y'all know I was supposed to have a deadhead, which just means that I'm not actually working. So let's go back. 2 days ago, I had 2 flight attendants email me saying, hey, we want to go home. We live in Atlanta. Can you work our flight instead of deadheading? And I said no, because I didn't plan on going back here to Boston. I planned on going back to Alabama yesterday because I was already in Atlanta. So I was like, okay, I can just go home, see my family before I go to do my military stuff this weekend. I had no intention of coming back to Boston, and they asked like all 3 other of my crew members. We finished the first flight, we're getting ready for the deadhead, or what would be the deadhead, and we're all deviating. One girl calls, they let her release. Another person calls, they let them release. Another girl, they let her release. I tried to call off from the deadhead. Keep in mind, I'm getting paid whether I do this deadhead, whether I work the flight, or whether I go home. I'm getting the pay regardless. And they say you can't deviate because this guy just called out sick. So that really put me in a bad mood, which is why I didn't close out the vlog yesterday, because I was heated. Because in my mind yesterday, I wasn't being rational. I wasn't giving him the grace that I wish someone would give me. I was just like, he lied. But long story short, all of us said no, we wouldn't work the trip for him. And then he wound up sick. It could be a coincidence. And I could just call out and say that I'm sick. But I don't think I'd morally feel okay with that. So I'm here in Boston. I did not get to go see my family, which sucks because I have not seen them since graduation. I just wanted to explain why I actually had to work the flight last night. And yes, I was still a flight leader. That brings me to the last point that I want to make in this video. I still hate being flight leader, you guys. I hate it. I hate every second of it. I don't like it. I don't want to do it. Nope, 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 nope. But I am better at it. I'm definitely getting better at it. I hate it. But what I love is you guys. So thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully it was at least a little entertaining. I feel like this one's a long one, so I hope that you liked it. Make sure you're liking, following, subscribing. Hit me up on Instagram. I've been trying to post a little bit more on TikTok. So let's follow me on there, I guess, or whatever, subscribe, follow, whatever you do on TikTok. I don't know, I sound like an old person. But thank you so much for watching. Y'all have a blessed day, and thanks for flying with me.